Why would you put it here? What if it falls, Steve?
Hey, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today we are in Torrance, California. Got the opportunity to meet up and interview the guys over at Varner Studios, Steve Varner and Howard, who basically created what we know as the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles toy line from about 88 to 95, 96. And as you'll see, they kept making the toys even up until currently today. They're still making toys for the Mutant Mayhem line. Was really cool to see, like, we're still on this prototype thing and seeing some of the molds, the wax molds, the clay molds. Steve Varner obviously has a ton of these as he was the one that sculpted them.
And these are the original waxes.
You also see from Howard kind of goes through some of the drawings, some of the ideas he came up with. They talk about the history and kind of how they were given the green light to make whatever they wanted out of this toy line.
Howard? Yeah.
For me, the design part, I just imagine it, and then the more I get into the design part, I figure out how the armatures work as well. But Steve and Eddie, I mean, the Varner Studios, that's all they did. So I remember sculpting some of these, and we would start off as armatures. You know what I mean? Like even on clay, it was sculpted with the armatures all figured out. Like these are clay sculptures. These are the original clay sculptures. You look down here. Even they're sculpted separately, and there's pivots in each the head and all the arms and legs. And we would mold them that way and sculpt it into wax here, wax sculptures. And then we would mold them again, and it would come out as hard copy, like this one here. See by the color? That's plastic hard copy.
I mean, they just called me up one day and had me go out there and show me the black and white comic book, and they said that, you know, they had bought this license and they and they loved the storyline, but they didn't really like the look of the turtles. They weren't very commercial, you know, and at the time they wouldn't have sold if they were sculpted like that. So they just kind of gave me carte blanche and let me do what I wanted, and you know, I came up with that first one. I had sculpted with a tail on them, but that was the only thing they changed. You just take the tail off.
Look at that. See the tail? The first one I designed at Varner Studios. Playmates asked for like a robot character. Fugitoid. Is that cool? Usagi Yojimbo Cyborg. See the date. Here's this one. I decided to come up with a Navy SEAL turtle, and that got approved. So they asked me to, you know, do a cleanup version. So I did this with more details, limpet mines, and you know, the knives there and everything, and did this version. See more details. They liked it, got approved, so that's August. And this is a month later. I did a more mechanical drawing. Then to make it into a toy, I had to do a turnaround drawing. This is October.
Yeah, sometimes they just, you know, approved them right away, and then other times it just took a while.
These are like soccer ball,
Mm-hmm.
baseball, all the little balls here. This was like 91 of October 1991. Look at that.
Yeah.
Exact. Isn't that cool? Snowboard turtle. This was May of 1991.
This is one that everybody loves, is the baseball turtle.
Oh yeah, I did this one. It's in here too.
Yeah.
Is it a baseball mitt? If you notice the T, that was like the Tigers logo, but they just put the Ninja Turtle T there.
We were doing so many back then. It was just like blah, 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 blah. It was hard to even keep track of everything.
They couldn't design and make enough turtles in time.
Yeah. And they pretty much just let us do kind of what we wanted to do back then, because everything we did sold, so there was no reason to put, a governor on us,
Right.
And
So at first it was like, okay, we want this turtle.
Yeah.
Let's design this. And we'll take those steps, right? And then eventually they're like, design whatever you want.
yeah, basically.
I think like 75% was getting approved, man. We just
Yeah. Well, there was, even
Yeah.
a farmer turtle, which was pretty out there.
Nerd Turtle.
Nerd turtle, yeah. Well, Nerd turtle didn't get approved.
Did you have to work with like the cartoon and the storylines in the cartoon at all? Did
No,
No. We were,
nope. We were totally separate.
you name it, we'll come up with it.
I mean, we worked with.
Did Construction Turtle ever get made?
I don't know. We worked with Kevin and Peter's people over at over at Mirage, but they were doing a lot of them, and then we yeah, I liked him too.
I'm looking back and they put a lot of details in these things.
So you guys made the
Yeah.
2012?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I like those. I mean, I love
No,
them.
I know. And then one of the things I talked them into doing at Playmates is I said, these things are going to look a lot nicer. You don't want to. I mean, they don't want to really go to the expense of putting all this texture on it. But I told them if they sandblast the tools, it'll give them a matte finish. And they did that on the 2012, and that was another reason that they looked good. But
You were behind that.
yeah, it was like I kept pushing. I keep pushing them on this stuff all the time, and they'll go, oh yeah, and they'll do it, and then they'll just forget and they won't continue. This back then, you can tell how old it is because of the type of hard copy we used. That was like very early on.
What kind of wax is this?
It's just regular wax.
Different color wax.
Yeah, that's from working at Mattel. Originally, I started using that pink Mattel style wax. Even though we made all our own wax, every sculpture studio had their own formula. This is the unreleased Jim Lee turtle of Leo. Painted one. Did more of a techie shell on him.
That's Leo right there, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's the unreleased one. That's the drawing was done in 1994. Why was it not released?
This is one of the other Jim Lee turtles here. And then here's the wax.
Here's Ralph.
Here's the waxes. These are the originals. The originals.
This must be in the book.
Yeah. That's the.
It's like the
Hawaiian
tourist
one.
tourist turtle.
Hawaiian one, yeah.
They made this,
Oh yeah.
I think
they made
yeah.
this, and they didn't make Nerd Turtle. Come on, man.
Well.
There's a Saddam Hussein turtle right there. It's in the book.
I think
also.
I just asked you to do that nerd turtle for fun. I don't think.
I feel like I did it
showed
for
to
fun.
him. Or maybe you did.
Yeah,
maybe you did.
We're just
Yeah.
coming up with stuff every day.
I think we
couldn't-
just did that one for fun. I don't think that was.
I mean, if it was today, what would we
Yeah.
come up with? Like Costco turtle, Home Depot turtle.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a Nerd Turtle.
Yeah. Oh, you have it with the calculator and everything.
Dude, this is 1990.
Yeah.
This is like a year after I joined in '89.
Yeah.
UR2 square. See his pocket protectors. Look at this. Glasses.
And all these.
Too bad it didn't get made. That would have been awesome.
You guys may have seen Steve Varner in Pixel Dan's videos when he's at the toy fair, or you might have bought the book that they put out for the Ninja Turtle line. I had not received a copy yet, and they were gracious enough to sign it and give me one, which I am super appreciative of. Those guys were incredible, and I loved hanging out with them and loved getting kind of a behind the scenes history of them working on this toy line. As a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan and a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle collector, it was really cool talking to shop with those guys and getting the stories and kind of the history of it all.
There's Raptor Turtle and Biker Turtle. It's like exactly, is it? The favorite Flavor Flav clock, backwards hat, the glasses. Look at this, microphone nunchucks. It was Steve's son-in-law. They were going through, they found like thousands of these old drawings in the shelf somewhere, and they couldn't get over it, and then started digitizing everything, and eventually put this book together. We met a guy at Comic-Con in Mexico City.
Yeah, we should go see that guy.
This guy, he has a turtle collection, almost every turtle thing ever made.
Unbelievable.
He showed us a video.
Place.
There was 2 stories. There was an elevator or something in the middle.
It was just all glass, 2 stories of glass, just nothing but.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they were all turtles, but they were.
Well, they were
toys.
turtles. I was looking at
Yeah.
it. It was like every turtle product ever made almost.
Yeah.
You guys or someone posted like Seth Rogen and his.
Yeah, that was.
He came.
They
saw you
were
guys.
over here at that. That was
Yeah.
at the house here. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had everything out for those guys. Seth wasn't here, but he was the only one that wasn't.
Are they doing a line? Are you guys making toys for that movie or no?
Yeah, we're making. Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. But it's like, you know, even though they came over here and looked at all this stuff, they didn't use anything. They just, you know, did their own
All
thing.
in favor of people going back to the old days.
Yeah. Well, you know, I guess they feel that, you know, they just have to move forward. So I don't think it's nearly as fun.
We gotta do a book with like taking some of these pictures and the process and that finished product.
It was also kind of cool to see stuff that didn't get made and that they wanted to get made and what could have been. It really was a cool experience talking to those guys, and I'm glad I got to do it. If you are not following Varner Studios on Instagram, you should definitely do that. You should pick up their book, and they even sell prints if you see a turtle or have a favorite turtle that they did. Again, thank you for watching this video. As always, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, leave a like and a comment. And let me know. Again, I know we've been filming a lot of turtles. That's what I'm into, but I'm into all collectors. Please, if you're a toy collector, hit me up in the comments, send me an email. I would love to get out and see your room. Now remember, just because you have a lot of toys and a lot of action figures and a lot of collectibles, I'm looking for top-notch display. I want to see the best of the best displays. If that's you, please get in contact and we will come out and film. Thanks so much.